The Juilliard School is an independent private school in the United States that has 3 college divisions. One is music, one is dance, and one is drama. If you go to a conservatory of music that's just a conservatory of music, you're only surrounded by musicians. And here the diversity is we have actors, we have playwrights, we have dancers, and it gives it a different flavor. And it also gives other opportunities. So when the dancers perform, there might be a string quartet accompanying them. So, you have live musicians accompanying live dancers. So that makes a very different kind of feel to the place because each artistic area maybe has its personalities that go with it. This year was just under 5,900 applications, and about 20% were international applications, and one of our 2 largest international populations is Chinese, so we do have quite a few applicants from China. We do admit only about 7% of our applicants, though, overall. It's not so different in the arts, except that the process is a little flipped because we're not looking at the materials, the test scores, the grades, English language skills. We're not looking at that until the audition is done. So that's our first step. And in many cases, there's even a pre-screening part. So you can't just apply and come. You have to send in a recording of your dance or drama or music, and then we decide if someone is invited. So for an applicant, your job in the audition is to show off, okay? And if you say, I can't be myself, I have to be something I think they want, then you can't be true to yourself. You can't be genuine. And so what we're hearing isn't you, it's the you think we want to hear. And that gets very confusing. We want to hear you, how you are now. Rather than say, if I'm a student, rather than say, what do they want to hear, I should look at the requirements. So we have requirements for this piece or that piece. I should look at those, and I should say, what can I play best? And then that's what I present in the audition, because the audition itself is going to be pretty short. There might be several pieces of it, but you don't have time to sort of warm up. You have to walk in, be focused, and do your thing. What the faculty are really looking for is the spark. They're looking to see, so if you're a violinist, like I was, and you've practiced your scales for years and years and years, and you know how to play scales, but that's not the same as playing the Beethoven Violin Concerto. And so when you play Beethoven, your scales are at the service of Beethoven. And so that's something that we really look for is how your physical skills become an emotional connection to the person who's listening. And so someone can come in and play the Beethoven Violin Concerto flawlessly, but there's no emotional connection. And so it's like, that was fine, that was flawless, and you feel like it's not really that interesting. And then someone else will come in and maybe it's not quite as flawless, but yet there's something there, and the faculty just tune right into that. Same thing with acting and dance. There's something that the faculty see in an applicant, and so it's not about only how much the student has developed, but where the faculty feel they can take that student. And that's a really big difference, because that's what excites the faculty, and that's what we do here. So the fact that people know the name of the school throughout the world is because we find that kind of person and we bring them further. And that's what we're accomplishing ultimately, is creating artists who communicate. This is the Tianjin Juilliard School, and it will actually have students in the fall of 2019. So the theme here is sort of ensemble things, collaborative piano, orchestra, and chamber music. So it was very thoughtful in saying these are programs we can offer on the master's level. It's a 2-year program, each of those. So that's one piece of the school in Tianjin. And then the other piece of it is that it really is under the umbrella of Juilliard in New York. So the people in charge of the hiring of faculty, the admissions process is going to be as it is here in New York. And very importantly, everything's going to happen in English. So again, the same rules are going to apply. So it's like, well, I can't get into Juilliard, New York because my TOEFL score is below 73, so I'll go to Tianjin. That's not going to be possible because we'll still have the same standard. And actually, since it's a master's level program, the standard's higher.